Good evening and welcome into Game 3 of Day number 3, the 9th game of this LEC baseball tournament. Sebastian Pettit by your side here, and as the top two seeds doing battle here is, for the Huskies, it's win or go home. UMass Boston jumping out to a 2-0 record with Wednesday and Thursday victories, whereas the Huskies 1-1 thus far, a win over Castleton, or 2-1 rather, is a win over Castleton. They fell to Eastern this past Thursday and then eliminated Rhode Island College earlier this afternoon, as now the Huskies will have to beat their biggest rival here in the LEC if they want to play on Championship Sunday. Bit of a different order here for the Huskies, as a couple things shifted around, but a lot of familiar faces, as Zach Quintal will lead off for the Huskies here in the top of the first. Huskies, the away team in this one. They'll be playing in the dugout on the left side of your screen and batting in the top. First pitch to Quintal is in there for a strike, as that was delivered by Dylan Fashionpour. 42 innings on the year for Fashionpour, a 4-2 record, 3 ERA on the nose. 34 strikeouts, 19 walks, an allowed average of .219 for Fashionpour, the freshman out of Redlands, California. He delivers a 1-1. Quintal pops this one up, shallow right. That's Nick Herzog over in right, who moves over and makes the grab for the first out.
Now up for the Huskies, the shortstop, number 6, Andrew Olzak.
Now this is Olzak, the shortstop. First pitch to him. In there for a called strike. Olzak started and appeared in all 40 of the Huskies games this season. As he chops this one to short. Charlie Hughie has it. The throw down is in time for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 12, Andrew Hillier.
And this is going to be Andrew Hillier, another Husky to start all 40 this season. 366 for Hill, 21 extra base hits, and 30 RBI. The junior out of Bangor standing in as a hole in left center left by the shift. 1-0 to Hillier. Two and 0 now. This one chopped toward first, fielded there by McCormick, who steps on the bag, and a 1-2-3 top of the first inning as the Beacons will go to bat in the bottom half. These two teams splitting the regular season meetings, with both teams picking up a win at home. And Nick Herzog will get it going here at the dish. On the mound today with a record of 1-2 on the year is Dalton Rice. This will be his 8th start for Dalton. 46 strikeouts, 26 walks, an allowed average of 262 for Rice, the senior out of Waterford, Maine. First pitch from the Oxford Hills graduate off the mark, 1-0. And a swing and a miss there by Herzog, 1-1. Big day here for Rice, as the senior hasn't had it his way all year, and a chance to make things happen today. Great pitch there, 1-2 to Herzog. Herzog A very dangerous hitter, 389 on the year, 33 extra base hits. Now a 1-2. This one hit hard, out but foul toward the Husky bullpen and out of play. Count stays at 1-2. Rice gets a sign, and it's a 1-2 on the way to Herzog. Swinging this one grounded toward third. A couple of weird hops. Hillier gets in front of it. The throw down won't be in time. Not a great hop there in the infield. It'll go down as an error.
Now batting the second baseman, number 14, Josh Lopez.
And that's going to bring up Josh Lopez. Lopez played in about half of the games this year for Boston and making the most of those 19 games. 471 for Lopez, 32 hits and 68 at-bats. Also walks twice as much as he strikes out. As that one gets away from Sylvia, it's a free base. So 2 quick errors by the Huskies here. So now Herzog, a big lead off second, and Josh Lopez still awaiting his first offering from Rice. Inside, 1-0 to Lopez. Rice checks Herzog's whereabouts, a few steps, a little shuffle off the base, and this one cracked out into center. Warren will take a few steps forward and make the grab for the first out. Well, this is the DH, Kyle Boudris. 382 for Boudris. 11 extra base hits, 33 RBI. The lefty Boudris stands in. Herzog, a lot of shuffling over at second. Rice not worried about it. There's strike one. On the base path this year, Herzog 21 of 23. That one a bit high there for Boudris. 1-1. Catraro batting cleanup, the left fielder for Boston in the on-deck circle. And that one a bit low. Two-one, and this one hit hard out into right. Moving over and making the grab is Quintal. Great range there, and a cannon down toward third as Herzog wasn't interested in going. 2 outs on the inning. Quintal showing off the range there and making friends with the bullpen fence. Good work there. Harsh sunlight over and right as well as sunset time here in Gorham. Now, it's Nick Catraro. Check swing, and strike one given there. 360 on the year for Catraro, 31 hits. Nothing in one, as that one hit hard but foul. That one taking a trip to the softball field. 0-2 now, Rice is ahead. Nothing in 2. Rice checks Herzog. The pitch. And that one high for 1 and 2. The 1-2 to Catraro. Swing and a miss. Catraro down on strikes, and that'll do it for inning number 1. A shaky start out in the field for the Huskies. 2 errors committed, but they'll keep it even at 0 as we go to the second. Here's Sam Troiano leading off the bottom of the second at the plate for the Huskies. Big swing from Troiano. It's fouled off down the first base side. Oh, 1 to Troiano. Big swing there. Nobody home. 0-2. 329 this year for Troiano. Leads the team with 8 home runs. Now Fashionpour ready to roll. An 0-2. Outside. Here's a 1-2 to Troiano. And leaving it alone there, 2-2 now. Here's a 2-2. This one grounded to second. Lopez all over it. The throw down to McCormick in time for out number 1.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Devin Warren.
Well, this brings up the center fielder, Devin Warren. 343 with 24 extra base hits. One and 0. He holds off. It finds its way into the zone. Ball and a strike now to Devin Warren. Fashionpour's 1-1. This one grounded to short. Hughie racing after it. Makes the play and the throw over to first. Here's Dexter, has moved from 4th to 6th in the lineup here. And we'll see what it does for the senior. 377 on the year. Team leading 66 hits. This one grounded into the gap, and it's a base hit for Jake Dexter here with 2 outs in the second.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 21, Jack Sylvia.
So
The decathlon's not done for today?
It's done.
There's just no result.
No total, all of this, well,
I see everything's done.
yeah. I don't know why it's not there, I'm just waiting for the,
Yeah, I was gonna make a thing for, because they both got all New England.
do you know where he finished?
It doesn't say.
Yeah, I
Can't
know.
tell. So I don't know if, I mean, I don't wanna put something.
Sylvia aboard with 2 outs. Thought about that one, and it finds its way into the zone. Strike 1.
Helderman did, Musesi did in the triple,
Oh, really?
yeah, Zach in the 800.
Let me write this down.
Nothing in 1. As that dripped to the backstop. In an 0-2 count for Jack Sylvia. Fauchempour's delivery is up high. Now down to second goes Hillier. And that'll put him in scoring position for Sylvia. As Dexter, rather, making it to second.
Hoyle in the 800.
Boyle, yeah, Zach Boyle in the 8.
So, was he near? I mean, it looks like he had good results in that one.
What can be better than having one of your tweets retweeted by UMass starman, Barstool UMass starman?
That one grounded away. It stays at 1-2. Fauchempour gets his sign, and a 1-2 to Sylvia. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for the top of the second. 1 Husky left on, that's Dexter, and we'll go bottom 2, still scoreless. It'll be the third baseman, Eddie Riley,
The third baseman, number 3, Eddie Riley.
to kick off this bottom of the second inning. Dalton Rice on the hill for the Huskies, and taking a look around the defensive shape. Business as usual from Coach Flaherty as this one hit hard out to left field. A big old bat flip from Riley, and it's caught in left field. And I really, oof. And some words there with Sylvia for Riley after that one made it about 10 feet in the air. And a disgruntled third baseman back to the dugout for out number 1.
Now batting the center fielder.
And perhaps a little bit of exception taken there is Boston calming down the dugout. And yeah. Yeah. Flaherty unhappy as well. And he has the right to be, honestly. As it's never hugs and kisses when these two meet. And now it's the center fielder, Danny Brown. Strike 1 there from Dalton Rice. Brown, 304 on the year, 15 extra base hits, 28 RBI. Here's the pitch, and this one hit out into right. It's a single for Danny Brown.
Now batting first baseman number 16, Ryan McCormick.
Well, this is the first baseman, McCormick, here with 1 on and 1 out. .240 on the year for McCormick, has played in most of the games for the Beacons, is now Rice's first offering. In there for a called strike. Great pitch by number 25, Dalton Rice. Here's an 0-1. Runner goes. Gets away from Kalmalainen. Ball and a strike. Rice checks Brown and fires. And that one a tad outside. 2-1. It's the catcher Nico Kites waiting in the on-deck circle here for Boston. A 2-1 count. Rice deals. That one finds that outside corner. We've been talking about it all day. 2-2. And that one fouled away. McCormick will go again at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes again. Outside the throw down. Not in time. And now Danny Brown finds himself on third with 1 out. Possible problem here for the Huskies, but it's a full count here for Ryan McCormick. Rice gets his sign. A payoff pitch to McCormick on the way. This one up the middle, and it's a base hit. A run will score, and Boston strikes first.
Now batting the catcher number 13, Nico Kites.
First pitch here to the catcher. Kites will go down to first instead. As finals week and graduation festivities wrapping up, a lot of Huskies watching from home, supporting the guys. Is that in there for a called strike? 0-1. Oh and 1 down to first. Time called. Oh 1. Fouled back, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2. Swing and a miss, and Kites down on strikes. Number 2 on the day for Dalton Rice. Now here's the shortstop, Charlie Hughie.
Now batting the shortstop, number 29, Charlie Hughie.
For the shortstop, Hughie this year, 288, 9 doubles, and 18 RBI. And tagged down here a little late as McCormick back to the bag. McCormick loves to take a bag every now and then, 10 for 10 on the year. As you can see why Rice so interested in tossing the ball down as he does once more. Throw down. And Rice, not really the kind of guy to give up on something like that. He may just do it until he can get him. As this one upstairs, 1-0. This one popped up. It stays in the infield. And Olzak makes the grab. That will do it for the second inning. Boston strikes first. An RBI single by Ryan McCormick, the difference maker thus far, as we go to the third.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
So the DH, Arlo Pike, in to kick off this top of the third inning. 1-2 now to Pike. Fashion pours 1-2. Cracked down the first baseline foul. Ooh, nice bare hand there.
Yeah, they just don't have the decathlon results. Like the New England Collegiate,
Huskies first base coach flashing the hand there. A nice grab on the ground ball. And a 2-2 now for Arlo Pike. And that one will find its way in, and Pike down looking.
Now batting the catcher number 9, Jason Gomalini.
First pitch to Komalainen will get away, 1-0. Quintal, the leadoff man, in the on-deck circle here for the Huskies. One 0. 2-0 now as that misses. Plenty of Dartmouth Corsairs sticking around to see the result of this one and who they'll face in the morning. Here's a 3-0. Komalainen takes for strike one. This one chopped to short. Hughie has it. The throw a bit high, but McCormick makes the grab for out number 2.
Now batting number 7, Zach Quintal.
So here's Quintal, flew out to left to kick this game off. First pitch to Quintal is chopped foul behind the press box, 0-1. Oh, and 2 now to Quintal. That one low. Good eye by Q. 1-2 now. One, 2 is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Quintal. Two from Fashionpour is going to drill Quintal. So a free trip to first for the senior Quintal.
Andrew Olzak.
Two outs here for Olzak. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. Olzak, 61 hits this season. 23 RBIs for the junior out of Danvers, Mass.
How to make a fake thing or run options.
Quintal goes. The pitch swung on and missed. The throw down to second. Not a bad one, but in safely is Quintal. Stolen base number 16 on the year. And it puts him in a better position here. It's 1-1 to Olzak. A great throw down by Kites too, but Quintal got the jump. Gets the job done. Now he's on second scoring position here. One, two now to Olzak. One, two. And that will drop in there for strike three. Olzak down looking, and that'll do it for the top of the third. Nothing there for the Huskies. Bottom half on the way. Boston a 1-0 lead.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Number 34, Nick Herzog.
So it's Nick Herzog who reached on an error to start this game off at the bat here in the bottom of the third. Rice gets his sign, the first pitch to Herzog. Oh, and 1 now.
Yeah, I was going to say that the reaction is so
Oh, 1 from Rice. This one popped up in right. Quintal makes the grab for the first out.
Now batting number 14, Josh Lopez.
And Josh Lopez stepping in now. Very good at getting on base is Lopez. .571 on base percentage this season. First pitch from Rice is inside. One 0. Inside again. Rice has a 2-0 on the way, and that finds the zone 2-1. Crack down the third baseline, foul, and that moves the count to 2-2. Rice delivers a 2-2 pitch, and it goes low, and that runs the count full. This one hit out into left. Moving over and making the grab is Troiano. That's out number 2. Now, with 2 outs, it's Boudris, the lefty DH. Rice's first pitch, grounded to second. Dexter. The throw down is in time for the 3rd out. And that'll do it for the 3rd inning. 1-0 Boston. We go to the 4th. So Hillier will get the top of the 4th started by popping one up. This one moving toward the Boston dugout and out of the range of Ryan McCormick. 0-1 goes the count to Hillier. Grounded to first base earlier in this one. The 0-1 is low. Oh, perhaps not. Strike 2 called. Here's the 0-2. And Hillier scooting out of the way of that one, 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes here. Fashionpour delivers, and Hillier down swinging there.
Now batting, number 15, Sam Troiano.
Oh, and 2 now to Troiano. Grounded to second, his first at bat. That one upstairs. And down on strikes goes Troiano.
Now batting, number 2, Devin Warren.
So now it's the senior center fielder Warren, who hits this one into left. A 2-out single for Devin Warren.
Now batting, number 13, Jake Dexter.
Dexter 1-for-1 with a single. Throw down to first. Warren back in time. Devin Warren, quite the speedster. 13 of 14 on the base path this season. Big swing there from Dex. Nothing home, 0-1. Throw down to first. And McCormick putting the chest in front of it to keep it near him and keep Warren at first. 1-1 here to Dexter. Warren goes, got a good jump, the throw down. A good one, but not in time. So that puts Warren in scoring position for Jake Dexter. Two one. And that's a strike, 2-2. Runner goes. Is that one off the mark? Full count. And Warren finds himself on third base. Make that 2 bags there stolen for Warren. And 15 of 16 on the year now. A 3-2 on the way to Jake Dexter. Has helped the Huskies in many different spots this season. Now the payoff pitch is in there for a called strike. Out of the 4th inning go the Beacons. They'll go to hit up 1-0.
Now for the Beacons, number 11, Anthony Cecere.
We try. Make it complicated.
1-0 here to Anthony Cecere has taken the place of Catraro in left field. That one in there for a called strike, 1-1. One pitch. And that misses. Now it's 2-1. 3-1 as that one misses inside. And Cecere will walk to start the inning. And this brings up Eddie Riley.
Now batting, number 3, Eddie Riley.
Riley flew out to left earlier, and amidst a bit of controversy here, as he flipped the bat thinking it was a home run. Big swing there from Riley. Check down at first, and Cecere back in time. Five for 5 is Cecere with stolen bases this season now. They'll go back and check it out. Nothing in 1, Rice deals. That misses low, ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike here. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a miss, and Riley now at 2-2. Two-two pitch. And this one hit high into center. Not as much distance as the last one, and Warren will make the grab. So one out as Riley moves to 0-2 on the day, and that will bring up Danny Brown. Brown singled in his first at-bat. Runner on first, one out here. Rice deals. That one shot back. Henry Curran hanging down in the Husky bullpen. Has his jacket on. Nothing serious going on down there for now. 0-1. Rice goes down to first. Throw down to second. Safe is the call. And now perhaps some, oh, maybe not. Looked like the umpires were going to talk about it, but just shifting position. Ball and a strike here for Danny Brown. Sasir on second in scoring position. Ball and a strike here. Rice checks the runner and deals. That one misses outside, 2-1. The 2-1 misses. Now it's 3-1. That gets away for ball 4.
Now batting number 16, Brian McCormick.
And that's going to be it for Rice, I think. Flaherty making a change here. We'll step aside. 1 out here in the 4th. Looks like Henry Curran on his way in. Back at it here in Gorham. Henry Curran has come in relief of Dalton Rice. 25th appearance of the year for Curran, 3-0 record, 1.43 ERA in his 37 2/3 innings this season, 42 strikeouts, 18 walks, and a 165 allowed average for the man out of South Portland. 1-1 as in there for a called strike. As McCormick here. 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Chop to the backstop. We'll do it again at 2-2. Curran steps off and checks the runners. 2-2 count here. The pitch is chopped toward short and over the head. They're going to send the runner home. Warren's throw in is not going to be in time. 2-0 UMass Boston here. As it's another RBI single for Ryan McCormick. Kitey's now the catcher. There's that one foul 0-1. Curran deals. That one misses 1-1. Curran checking his runners and deals. That one fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. Swing, this one grounded toward third. Hillier has it, steps on the bag. The throw down is in time, double play. Good work by the Huskies to find themselves a way out of the inning, but it comes at the cost of 1 run. We've played 4, and the Huskies trail 2-0. Jack Sylvia will kick off this top of the 5th inning. One out to Sylvia. This one chopped towards second, fielded by Lopez, and the throw down is in time. Out number 1.
batting number 41, Arlo Pike.
I'm sure it's from, coming from both sides.
Who it is?
Yeah. The zone is small.
This is Arlo Pike, who takes strike one looking. Nothing in one, and Pike holds off. That one ripped foul, and the count moves to 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Fashion Pour delivers, and that one takes a hop off the grass on its way. 2-2. The catcher, Komalainen, on deck for the Huskies. So here's a 2-2. And Pike hits this one high into right. Herzog moving over and still. And that one will get out, but in foul territory. Great contact from Pike, but just barely off the mark. 2-2, the count stays. The 2-2 is low, and the count runs full to Pike. Three-two on the way, and that is into the dirt. Arlo Pike will walk with one out here in the 5th.
Now batting number 9, Jason Komalainen.
Komalainen ground out to short earlier in this one. Pike a couple steps off first. Fashion Pour. Ready to roll. Fires to Komalainen. Holds off. Is that one outside? 1-0. One 1-0 count here for Jason Komalainen. The catcher out of Gorham, Maine, awaits the pitch. Lets it go, and it's in there for a called strike. And that one misses low, 2-1. Two 2-1 on the way from Fashion Pour. He'll go down to first. Pike back in plenty of time. Arlo hasn't tried to steal yet this year. back down to first.
It's always more like a fight than a baseball game.
2-1. This one hit high into right. Herzog moving back. And he makes the grab. 2 outs, and now it's Quintal's turn.
Now batting number 7, Zach Quintal.
Was hit by a pitch in his last appearance. First pitch to Quintal, he'll take, and it's outside, ball 1. Quintal takes that as well. That one finds the zone, 1-1. Two balls and a strike here. Quintal standing in. 2 outs here in the 5th. The pitch. Big swing from Quintal. Two balls, 2 strikes here. That one gets away, and Quintal's count is now full. Three-two. Quintal chops this one into center, and it's going to drop in. A 2-out single for Quintal. Two on, 2 out for Olzak. 0 for 2 today. Huskies looking to strike here. They trail by 2 runs to 0 and just the 3 hits to their name. First pitch is a called strike to Olzak. Time called as Olzak will gather his thoughts and step back in. It's 0-1. Olzak lays off. It falls into the dirt, and 1-1 goes the count. Ball and a strike here. Fashionpour steps and deals. That one inside, 2-1 to Andrew Olzak. Huskies' bread and butter this season has been 2-out hitting and 2-out scoring, and would love to do the same here. Conference hopes on the line tonight. It's win or go home for the Huskies. Here's a 2-1. Outside, and the count moves to 3-1. Andrew Hillier, the junior third baseman, on deck. Back down to second, and safe there. Great tag by Pike, as he was almost caught there. Good gap in left center for old Zach here. Three balls, one strike. Fashion poor deals. And this one chopped up. Shallow outfield going back is Lopez. And he'll make the grab, and that will do it for the top of the fifth inning. Huskies unable to find a run. They'll leave two on. And we'll go to the bottom half. A 2-0 Boston lead.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed. Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
Hughie pops one up. Sylvia running over after it. That one drifting out of play. 0-1 here to the Boston shortstop, Charlie Hughie. Top of the order, and Nick Herzog awaiting behind here for the Beacons. Both teams with 3 hits. However, the Beacons making better use of it, as they have a 2-0 lead. This one chopped toward third. Hillier grabs it. The throw down in time. Good play there by the Huskies' third baseman. Out number 1. Herzog has reached on an error and flown out to right. First pitch from Curran catches that outside corner. Oh, 2, and down on strikes goes Herzog for out number 2.
Now batting number 14, Josh Lopez.
First pitch to Lopez, also a strike. Curran looking good here in the 5th. Lopez hits this one out to center. Warren, a few steps, but he'll make the grab, and that will do it for the 5th inning. We'll take it to the 6th. Huskies trail by 2. Sixth inning upon us here at Ed Flaherty Field. Sebastian Pettit by your side for this one, as game number 9 of the LEC tournament rages on. Boston a 2-0 lead as Hillier cracks this one towards short. Lopez fields it, and the throw down is in time.
Now batting number 15, Sam Troiano.
Now Troiano 0 for 2 on the day. Stands in here with 1 out in the 6th. That one, a strike right down the middle for Troiano, 0-1. One pitch. Two and one for Troiano. Fashion poor, ready, and he deals. That one will miss. 3-1. It's Devin Warren behind him here for the Huskies. And now it's a full count for Troiano. The pitch is hit hard out into center, but Danny Brown all over it for out number 2.
Now batting number 2, Devin Warren.
So here's Warren with 2 outs. Warren a single in his last at bat. First pitch from Fashionpour is going to be strike 1. Got a piece of it, did Warren. Nothing in 1. And that's low. Count even at 1. Ball and a strike. And that one fouled back. And the count moves to 1-2. Here's a 1-2. And that one fouled away as well. The 1-2, swing and a miss. And Warren down on strikes. That will do it for the top of the 6th inning. Huskies still in search of a run, but it'll be Boston's turn to bat. They lead by a pair. One 0, crack towards second, and Dexter has it. So Boudris down there, and that'll bring up Anthony Cesare.
Now batting number 11, Anthony Cesare.
First pitch from Curran to Cesare will get away from Kolmalainen, 1-0. Two-0. And that one cracked foul. 2 balls and a strike now. That one in there for a called strike. Great pitch from Curran. And 2-2 now to Cesare. It's Eddie Riley up behind him. Full count here. Curran deals. And it's a walk to Cesare.
Now batting number 3, Eddie Riley.
Here's Riley with 1 out and a runner on first. Looks like a pinch runner coming here for Cesare. Looks like number 23, Danny Colazzo, the freshman out of Stamford, Connecticut.
Ladies and gentlemen, been joining at first base, number 23, Danny Colazzo.
So Riley in here. Curran deals. Oh, he'll go down to first and see what Colazzo's up to. 1 for 1 on stolen bases this year, Colazzo. And this one grounded foul down the third base line, 0-1. Big swing and a miss there, 0-2. Curran's 0-2 is hit high into the shallow outfield. Olzak running back, and now Warren forward, who calls it out and makes the grab for out number 2. Riley moves to 0-3 on the day, and that will bring up Danny Brown, the center fielder. Brown has a single so far today. It's McCormick on deck. First pitch, a called strike. Great pitch from Curran, 0-1. Quiet down in the Husky bullpen. And Body is in there for UMass Boston. Nobody warming. As a throw down to Sylvia at first. Nothing doing, and it's 0-1. Nothing in 1. Curran deals, and it gets away. Strike called, it's 0-2, but the runner advances. Nothing in 2 here. Curran deals. Swing and a miss. And down on strikes goes Danny Brown. That will do it for the 6th inning. 2-0 Boston with the lead. Huskies will look to find it at the bat. So Collazo goes to left, and it will be Jake Dexter, number 13 for the Huskies to start off this 7th inning. 3 hits, no runs for USM as first pitch to Dex, he'll take for strike 1. That one will miss. And a ball and a strike now. One. That one inside on Dexter, 2-1. It's Jack Sylvia, the first baseman behind him. Two one gets away, and Dexter ahead 3-1. Now a quick discussion here is one warming for Boston in the bullpen. Three balls and a strike. Fashion poor deals. And that will get away. And down to first base goes Jake Dexter. Just the 6th free pass for Dex all season.
Now batting, number 21, Jack Sylvia.
And this is the first baseman, Jack Sylvia, the senior out of Glastonbury, Connecticut. 0 for 2 today. Ground out strikeout as he stands in here. Fashion Pours looks strong, has gone 6 so far. In a big one for the Beacons. Sylvia takes, and it catches the outside corner for ball 1, or strike 1. Oh, 1 as it almost gets away. Kites. Throw back to first, and back in time is Dexter.
The laptop is ready to die, so we had to cut off unnecessary stuff.
Like, honestly, I wouldn't have asked what he said. It was on screen at one point, all of a sudden, poof, gone.
Yeah. I'm real good at doing things.
1-2 to Sylvia. And this one hit hard out into right center. It's carrying. And the grab made in right by Herzog. A great catch there, and back to first goes Dexter.
Now batting, number 41, Arlo Pike.
Great contact from Sylvia, just a bit short in the end. A good running catch by Herzog in right, and now it's going to be Arlo Pike. First pitch to the DH Pike. He'll take for strike 1. Here's an 0-1. Pike checks swing and strike 2. One, two now to Pike.
Should load some of those brushes from your computer. When in doubt, I just make the particle brushes, put that on top.
Fashion Pour ready to roll. Goes down to first instead.
Yep. Or hit control, shift Z until I go to sleep.
Back down to first once more. As Dexter hanging out a couple steps off the bag. Every base runner in this one crucial. 2-0 Boston, top 7. A big spot here for Arlo Pike. Steps in. In Fashion Pour. His pitch off the mark. 2-2. Two on the way. Swing and a miss. Pike down on strikes. And that'll bring up Komalainen.
Someone come here. I'm not the only one who talks Photoshop like this.
Komalainen stands in. First pitch from Fashion Pour. Inside for ball 1. That misses as well. 2-0 to Komalainen. Quintal awaits on deck here with 2 outs.
The viewers at home are not getting the best version of the broadcast right now. I agree.
And this one grounded towards short. Hugie going after it. He lost it. Both safe. And now that'll set up Zach Quintal with 2 on and 2 out. A big spot here for Q and the Huskies. A tough ball for Hugie to get to. It will be ruled a hit. A single for Komalainen. And now a meeting here. We'll see what they do. Fashion Pour out to be talked to with the infield, as well as a member of the Beacons coaching staff. 2-0, but the Huskies have a light. Fashionpour's day has done a great one. No runs allowed, just the 4 hits surrendered. And it's time for Joe McGuire as Zach Quintal stands in here. 2 outs and 2 runners on for the Huskies. They've struggled at the plate today and heavily in this LEC tournament. But still a chance to play on Sunday. The first pitch from McGuire's outside for ball 1. 6.11 ERA for McGuire in 14 appearances, 25 strikeouts and 15 walks through 28 innings, a 3.28 allowed average, and a team-leading 4 home runs allowed. As McGuire will look to keep the ball down today. 1-0 to Quintal. Is low. Oh, perhaps not. 1-1. Ball and a strike. McGuire steps and deals. Big swing there from Quintal. One and 2 here. Quintal gathered and steps in the box. McGuire gets his sign. The 1-2 pitch. Inside, and Quintal had to slide away to avoid that one. 2-2. UMass Dartmouth already booking their ticket to Sunday morning. We'll see Boston there too, but can the Huskies join? A 2-2 count. The pitch. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Another 2-2 on the way. McGuire's offer. Swing and a miss. Quintal down on strikes. That'll do it for the top of the 7th. Time to stretch. 2-0 Boston. Well, a little wake me up there from McCormick as the first pitch he'll have to dodge. 1-0. 2-0 Boston, courtesy of 2 RBI singles by the man at the plate, Ryan McCormick. 1-0, catches the corner as Curran back out to work this bottom of the 7th inning. Chop to the backstop. 2-2 goes the count. And a strikeout there, and a well-needed one for Henry Curran as they get the man that's been bothering them in this one, Ryan McCormick, for the first out. This is Nico Kides, the catcher. As that one grounded foul, 0-1. That one ripped foul and out of play. 0-2 now to Nico Kides. Oh, 2. Nothing in 2. Curran fires to Kides. Inside. 1-2. That one ripped foul as well toward the parking lot. One, 2. That one upstairs on Kides. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. Inside, and the count runs full. And this one hit out to right. Quintal moving back, and he makes the grab. Two down here for Charlie Hughie.
Now batting number 29, Charlie Hughie.
First pitch on Hughie's inside.
We're in a 3-team model. Normal procedure, team of 10, both teams for line rating, team 11.
And now a 1-1 count. Grounded toward short. It's going to get through. Hughie a single.
Now batting number 34, Nick Herzog.
That one away, 1-0. Big swing there, and Herzog at 1-1 now. Huskies would love to get this out and get out of the 7th. The dangerous Herzog here with 1 on base. Ball and a strike.
Oh, yeah.
Throw down to second, not in time as Hugie in safe. Two one. Swing and a miss there. As both Curran and Herzog thought that was strike 3, and now Flaherty out to talk about it. And that is the 3rd out, so another interesting sequence of events here. And top 8 on the way, Huskies looking for a hit. Here is Andrew Olzak, the junior out of Danvers, Mass, getting it started here in the top of the 8th. Huskies, no runs but 4 hits as they're looking for a way back here against the Beacons. One 0 as this one popped up and out of play. Hillier in behind Olzak here. One count. And that one a strike, 1-2. That one off the mark. That one fouled away. Olzak staying alive at 2-2. And Olzak hit with a pitch there, and he'll take his base.
Now batting, number 12, Andrew Hilliard.
So now one aboard for Andrew Hillier with Troiano in tow. And looks like time called here, and a pitching change on the way. That will do it for Joe McGuire. As a pitching change for the Beacons on the way. Back here at Ed Flaherty Field, Sebastian Pettit by your side for this one as we wrap up Saturday night here in the LEC tournament. Huskies trail 2-0 to the UMass Boston Beacons, and it's Bobby Tramandozzi out to what I would assume try to get the 5-out save, or 6 outs rather. Tramandozzi, his 20th appearance this year, 34 strikeouts, 5 walks in 28 innings, an allowed average of 167 for Tramandozzi. First pitch is a strike to Andrew Hillier, 0-1. Hillier thought about it, held off. Ball on a strike. One from Tramandozzi. Chopped to the backstop, 1-2. Check down to first as Olzak back. It's a ball and 2 strikes to Andrew Hillier. Troiano behind him in the on-deck circle. The 1-2. Swing, and this one hit into left. And it's right into the path of for out number 1. Colazzo with the grab out and left as this brings up Troiano. That one drifts into the zone, 0-1. Oh and 1. And that one finds the zone too. 0-2 now to Sam Troiano. And a foul tip into the mitt will do it for Troiano, out number 2.
Now batting, number 2, Devin Warren.
It's now up to Devin Warren with 2 outs in the 8th. Tramandozzi's first pitch is swung on, chopped into left center. It gets down, heading for third is, oh, he'll hold up. And it's first and second now for Jake Dexter. First and second and 2 outs for Dexter. Tramandozzi deals. And this one hit high into left field. Going back to the wall. And he caught it at the fence. Colazzo with the grab, and that will do it for the top of the 8th inning. Huskies just can't find it in the 8th. It's time for the bottom half. Boston bats a 2-0 lead. So it's the second baseman, Josh Lopez, to kick off the bottom of the 8th inning here at Ed Flaherty Field. The Beacons, a 2-0 lead here in the 8th. First pitch up and out for ball 1. Lopez takes for strike 1. Chopped foul by Lopez, and the count moves to 1-2. Another one fouled off by Lopez. Two and two, Curran deals. As this one hit out into right. Quintal a few steps forward, and the grab is made for out number one.
Now batting, number 15, Kyle Bedard.
First pitch from Curran in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Kyle Boudris. Ball and a strike. Curran deals. Swing and a miss by Boudris. One, two. On the outside corner, and Boudris down looking.
Now batting, number 23, Danny Palazzo.
Strike one there. To Danny Colazzo. 0-1. Swing and a miss there. Nothing in two here. To Colazzo. 2 outs on the inning. Curran gets his sign. The pitch. Up and out. 1-2. That one inside. 2-2 count now for Danny Colazzo. That one misses as well in the full count now. Curran fires. And a walk here to Colazzo with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 3, Eddie Riley.
Here's Eddie Riley 0 for 3 thus far. Swing and that one fouled off. 0-1. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss there, 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Runner on first. Curran checks him and deals. Runner goes. It's upstairs. Throw down won't be in time. So scoring position now for Danny Colazzo, and it's Eddie Riley standing in here with a 2-2 count. That one misses as well. 3 balls, 2 strikes, a full count for Riley. Danny Brown on deck, the center fielder for the Beacons. And now they're going to walk Riley with a 3-2 count. So a free path for Riley after he worked himself a full count. And now the center fielder, Danny Brown, comes in and we'll get a time called here. So now Boston wants to talk it over. We'll step aside. 2 on, 2 out in the 8th. First pitch to Brown, off the mark, outside, 1-0. Two and 0 now to Brown.
A couple of those rings. Wear the season after. You wear them for the presentation day.
2-0. As that one to the backstop, 2-1.
2 Final Four rings and national finalist watch. That I would never wear.
Chopped to the backstop as well. 2-2 now to Danny Brown. Now caught in a pickle here. Throw down to second, and the tag is in time. Well, that'll get the Huskies out of the inning. And now to the top of the 9th we go. The Huskies have 3 outs, or they need 2 runs to keep it going in the LEC tournament.
Number 21, Jack, Sylvia.
Do or die time for the Huskies here in the LEC tournament. Top 9, they trail 2-0 to UMass Boston. Bobby Tramandozzi out to try to finish this one off. It'll be Sylvia, the first baseman, to get it started. As this one chops slowly to short, Hughie fields it. The throw is in time, 1 down. And now here's Arlo Pike. First pitch to Pike is outside, ball one. Ball and a strike here to Arlo Pike. One. Swing and a miss from Pike. And down on strikes there is Arlo Pike. And now the Huskies down to their last out. It's Jason Komalainen. First pitch off the mark, 1-0 to Komalainen. If he can find something here, it'll be Zach Quintal and the top of the Husky order. That one finds its way in the zone, 1-1. One. Swing and a miss there, 1-2 to Komalainen. The 1-2 to Komalainen. Outside. 2-2. Tramandosi deals. Swing, and this one grounded to short. Hugie after it. He dropped it. Komalainen in safe at first. And there's a light at the end of the tunnel for the Huskies yet. A pinch runner will come in here for the Huskies with 2 outs in the ninth. Colby Dexter will hop on first base. For Dexter this year, 2 stolen bases, as he's got 4 hits in his 6 at-bats, but it'll be running tonight for the Masalonsky graduate. Now Zach Quintal, a man who's been put in a similar position before, batting at the late stages of a big tournament game. The senior stands in. Tramandosi checks Dexter, and a first pitch to Quintal. Inside, and he shakes it away, 1-0. Two and 0 as that one misses up. Throw down to first. And back safe is Dexter, and got to be careful there. Not how you want your tournament to end. Two 2-0 to Quintal. He'll take, and it's in there for a called strike. Two and one. Tramandozzi deals. Swing and a miss. Two balls, two strikes. Quintal gathers himself and steps in. Tramandozzi. Hunched over per usual, checking the runner at first. It's Dexter. He stands and fires a 2-2 pitch. Outside. And the count runs full. The payoff pitch to Zach Quintal. It hit him. And for the second time tonight, Zach Quintal has been hit and will get a free base. Two on and two out here is a standard finish to a baseball game not possible during this LEC tournament. Olzak in here. 2 on, 2 out. First pitch, swing and a miss. And 0-1. Fouled back. Nothing into the count. Olzak stands in. Runners on first and second for the Huskies. The 0-2. Upstairs, 1-2. Oh. 1-2 to Olzak. And it drops in for strike 3. The UMass Boston Beacons have eliminated the Huskies from the LEC tournament and will play on Championship Sunday against the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs. A tough night at the plate for the Huskies. They notched 6 hits, but it's not enough in the end. Not the end of the road for the Huskies, as we'll most likely see them play in a regional, as tomorrow afternoon we'll know more details after the LEC tourney. However, it's Boston and Dartmouth going to Championship Sunday. Dartmouth will need to take 2 against the Beacons to take home the LEC championship. Sebastian Petta here. Glad you could join me for another day of LEC playoff baseball. Final here. Beacons win 2-0.